What's up guys, and welcome back to the Station Bakery. So a lot of you have been sending me comments, you've been messaging me wanting to know, how do you ship hot chocolate bombs? Well, I don't know. But I'm going to go on this journey to find out just for you. So those of you who would like to ship these to your family and friends can do so. So come along this journey and hopefully we can figure it out. Okay, so the first line of business is figuring out how am I going to ship these? Like, what am I going to ship them in? Now, the post office, they do have free boxes that you can use, but I believe that you do have to pay like a flat rate or something. I'm not gonna go that route because I have boxes here that I feel like I can use, so I'm just going to do that. So really quickly, before I go any further in this video, I just want to take a moment to pause. Please, please, please always check your local cottage laws. If you are working from home, out of your home, and running a home bakery business, always check your local law. Okay, so you guys, I've actually come up with a different plan. So as I was going to go get some more materials for this video, I realized that I had some cupcake containers, some plastic cupcake containers that I had left over from another order that I had done. And I think that these are going to work out better. I've seen some other people who have packaged their things to ship, and what they do, they put them in these plastic containers and then they wrap them up with saran wrap really tightly, and it's supposed to really hold their shape and be okay. And these are very sturdy. They are so sturdy, and I think that these are really going to work. I think these are really going to work well. So I think I'm gonna go this route. I have my bombs here, and I'm going to have to transfer them out of this box into this container. Oh, while we're at it, check out my cute hot chocolate bomb tags. You can purchase these from my Etsy shop. I'll have it linked in the description below. Okay, so I just wanted to stop right here and make a quick note. As I am putting these into the container, I am pressing them ever so slightly, ever so gently into the holes, just making sure that they're actually sitting in there as much as possible and not just sitting on top of it. Okay, so now I have all of these packaged in here and ready to go. I don't know if you can see me, where you can see me. Hopefully you can see me here. But I have all of these packaged and ready to go. Now, I'm not just gonna put the top on this because they're gonna bounce up and down and roll all around. I'm gonna get some plastic wrap and seal this to hold them in place so they don't bounce. So as you just saw, I just cling wrapped all of the hot chocolate bombs, and I'm gonna put the top on them. It's very sturdy. I don't think that these are going to move around anywhere. I don't think they're going anywhere. See, I'm kind of tilting them and they are not moving. So I'm thinking that this is going to work. But the next question is, what about the temperature? Are they going to survive in the temperature? Do you need to put dry ice? Do you need to put ice packs? What are you gonna do to prevent them from melting? I haven't really figured out what I'm gonna do. Initially, I was thinking that I was going to do the dry ice, but I'm kind of thinking about playing around with just sending them as they are. Have this wrapped and packaged and is ready to go in the box, but I'm not just gonna put this in here like this. I am going to wrap it in some bubble wrap. I just need to tape this side down. And because there is a lot of extra space in here, I am going to have to stuff it with something else. Alright, so the solution that I came up with, trash bags. We have this whole big slew of trash bags that we'll probably never use in our life. So this is a great option. But please remember that if you're doing this as a business, or you're wanting this to be super nice and look great, don't do what I'm doing. Get some packing paper, some shipping paper, get a lot of bubble wrap to stuff in here. Get a box that actually fits. I mean, those are some options. So silly me, because again, I don't ship. I'm doing this solely for you guys who have asked me about it. But I didn't realize that the post office is not open on the weekends. So, okay, so the package has been shipped. Let's take a look and see how it turned out. So I shipped using the United States Postal Service. It was a fairly easy process. I used their online app and their easy ship process, where I just went into their app. I input in all of my information, the weight of the package, the delivery address, where it was coming from, all of that good stuff. And then they gave me my shipping label directly, and I was able to print it out. And I printed it out on sticker paper, so I would just be able to peel it off, place it on the box, take it to the post office. I dropped it off. It was all done. Now, I will say that the process was supposed to take like 1 to 2 days, but I was getting a little bit worried because it took a little bit longer. It took 3 days to ship. So the package just sat outside until she got off of work. So let's take a look at the footage and see what happened. So already you can see that they look nothing like they did when I originally packaged them. You guys. So what we realized is that one of the hot chocolate bombs broke. Out of the whole dozen, only one broke. So hand claps for that. That's amazing. Only one broke. But the issue was that because that one broke, all the powder spilled out over all of the hot chocolate bombs, and they were just covered in this chocolatey dust. So all of my beautiful hard work, you couldn't even really see it because it was just coated in this big cloud of chocolate. So the lesson learned here with this is that I probably should have padded both sides of the box and had the hot chocolate bombs in the middle, but I didn't. I only padded one side, which was the top side, and the hot chocolate bomb broke on the bottom side, and that was just directly up against the box. And I believe that if I had have padded that other side as well, then they would have all turned out perfectly. They would have all just been perfect. But I've learned so you can learn. But anyways, they were still wonderful to drink. They were still able to drink them, and they enjoyed them tremendously. They said that they were super amazing. Yay, of course, I already knew that. Yeah, not to brag, but you know, I already knew. By the way, you can get a few of my recipes. I'll have them linked below in the description. I hope this video has helped you all tremendously with trying to figure out how to do packaging, how to ship these out so that your family and friends can enjoy them. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I do my best to try to answer each and every one of your questions. And until next time, guys, peace.